Sunday fun day. No. Sunday study day. Taking a little break from the studying. As I mentioned, it's Sunday today, so meant to be a rest day, but obviously it's not a conventional rest day because I've got to train my brain and study for most of today. But I am feeling surprisingly good, seeing as it has been 2 days since I squatted a new personal best of 252.5 kilos, so I was expecting to feel pretty run down from a central nervous system point of view and sort of achy, but I generally don't. I feel pretty good, and it's got me quite excited for the next few weeks of training. If my body can sort of stay like this, I realise that obviously things are going to start to get really heavy as we peak towards the competition, so I'm expecting a little bit more fatigue to creep up, but generally I'm feeling really good and surprised that I'm feeling this good after such a heavy squat on Friday. But tomorrow we've got deadlifts as per usual on a Monday, but obviously it's going to be slightly different because tomorrow is a bank holiday because of the Queen's passing. So Trojan is closed, so we're going to be training at a place called Base, and I think a few of us from Trojan are going over to the gym to train. So that'll be interesting, a new gym, and just generally feeling very excited for the next few weeks training, because like I say, I am feeling damn good. Hello.
Hello. I love it when you ram a camera in my face.
It's better than ramming something else in your face. Yeah, so Base Gym in Bath, is it? Brislington,
No,
Bath?
it's on the way to Bath.
On the way to Bath,
yeah.
okay. I think there is actually one in Bath because I was looking it up,
Alright.
and I think there is actually one in Bath, but it looks pretty good. I've seen a lot of people train there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said yesterday, the whole of Trojan is basically going to be there because Trojan is closed and a lot of gyms in the southwest are generally closed apart from this one, so I'm expecting there to be like a max exodus of people just flooding.
They're going to make some money.
They are, yeah.
The day passes.
They're probably upping their prices,
Oh, I
aren't
know,
they?
bastards.
£20 for a day pass. Just heading there now. Obviously, deadlifts, bench, and you've got squats today.
SBD.
SBD.
Nothing too crazy.
Nice. Let's get it done.
I didn't come here for the fame or the glory.
what was I saying?
Hey!
All of Trojan's going to be here.
I just followed your bad smell. You just literally like stack the bar completely. You can't see me.
Tom, are these IPF approved?
They've got the special lifting platforms at the bottom. Perfect for squats and deadlifts. Sponsored by Tool Station.
Okay, deadlift's done. Honestly, not the best session. The program called for 2 to 3 reps on 252.5. I did 253 because I didn't actually have 2.5 plates, so I rounded it up. But only really managed 2 reps just because everything's feeling quite heavy today. I think, although I'm feeling pretty good, I think the natural fatigue from Friday's session is obviously carrying over a little bit from a central nervous system point of view. So yeah, it was just moving a little bit slow, but I think actually doing 2 reps rather than 3 will stand me in good stead for the rest of the week in terms of like accumulated fatigue. So hopefully I'll actually see the benefit of that later in the week. Alright, so I've been hearing a lot about the Perform whey protein. Apparently it tastes amazing, so I thought I'd give it a little taste test. This is the cinnamon donut flavour. To be fair, that's really nice. Got a bit of banana in there as well, just for a bit of extra carbs, but it genuinely tastes amazing. Alright, so that's first time training at base. Very, very nice gym. Very sort of spacious and very camera friendly as well, because the lighting is incredible in there, which is obviously ideal for me, being someone who likes to bring their camera with them. But yeah, no, it was a decent session. Deadlifts weren't as good as I wanted them to be, but you know, probably just carrying a little bit of fatigue, like I said. Bench felt really good. I really like that style of bench that they have. It's the same that they have at Dynamic Fitness. So yeah, overall, very good session, and definitely will be coming back again. How was your session, Michael?
Pretty good. Yeah, decent
Good.
gym.
You were the same with deadlifts though, just felt
Bouncy, a bit bouncy to the floor, yeah.
yeah, it's a bit of a meshy sort of trampoline style deadlift platform, but you know, it's not really tailored for powerlifters here. It's kind of more bodybuilding based, I'd say, but
Apart from that, I'd say one of the better gyms.
oh, 100%, yeah. Very good. It's a yes from us. Oh, Friday. What have we got today? Bench and squats, the same as every single Friday. So 2 weeks ago, I hit 150 kilos for a double. This week, we're going for 152.5 kilos for a double on the bench for a new personal best attempt. And this week has actually surprisingly been quite heavy. So when I looked at the program at the beginning of the week, I sort of glanced over it thinking, I haven't really got many heavy lifts to do, but I'm having to do 2 PR sessions this week. So on Wednesday, I hit 227.5 kilos or 500 pounds for an SSB PR single, and that moved really well, and I was really happy with that. I think the thing that I was most pleased with was the fact that it wasn't painful, so my hip felt really good and my body held up nicely. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the video, body just seems to be adapting quite well, I think, to the slightly lower volume that we've got going on at the moment. So my joints and everything are sort of playing ball. So yeah, if I hit the 152.5 kilo bench double today, that's 2 PRs this week. Obviously building quite nicely towards that 700 kilo total. I think if I manage to get the 152.5 bench today, that's a good indicator of where my bench is in terms of being close to that 160 mark again. Because obviously if I can keep chipping away at my bench, then it means that I can sort of take off some of the numbers for things like my final deadlift when it comes to lifting for 700 kilos. Obviously on my final deadlift, if I don't have to lift quite as much, then I'm not going to. So hopefully I can keep chipping away at the bench to help negate some of the numbers that I'm going to have to do. But yeah, just need to finish off some work because working from home today. So do that for a couple of hours and then head into the gym. But in the meantime, while I crack on with some work, I'll show you Wednesday's session. Hello again.
Hello.
We have got to stop meeting like this, honestly. You're a madman.
Let's go.
Parking more than 100 metres away from the gym. Trying to kill me. Well, that is a lovely way to finish off this week's training. Nice little bench personal best. The first rep of the 152.5, definitely moved better than the second, but I think I slightly lost the line on the way down and I clipped the rack on the way up, which is a bit annoying, but I think it was definitely a sub RPE 9, which has really got me thinking about what I'm actually going to potentially do at the comp now. That was going to be around about a sort of second attempt, but I'm thinking that's closer to an opener territory now, because the way that moved, especially with like a taper as well, I feel like I'm going to have more in the tank with that. So potentially I'm looking at opening at around that weight, 152, which means that if I jump 5 kilos at a time, then I could be going up to 162.5 kilos for a new personal best on the day. So I'll just have to wait and see how I do feel with the taper and everything, but I genuinely think that a personal best on bench could be there, which is only going to help obviously the subtotal going into deadlifts, where I have been suffering a little bit recently. I definitely feel the deadlifts have plateaued a little bit, but again, I think I was feeling a little bit like this last year when I was peaking for a competition where deadlifts sort of seemed to slow down a bit, but I think sort of with the taper, that sort of strength does start to come back a little bit, so I'm just relying on that a little bit and just sort of trusting the process and the program. Obviously Matt was my coach last year as well, and he sort of planned my sort of peak and my taper and everything last time, and that worked out really well, so I fully trust the process. It's getting really close now. Obviously when this video goes out, it's going to be 3 weeks until the comp, which is pretty scary, so I've sort of got one more full week of training to do, and then it sort of goes into that real taper where I'm just going to be training twice in the week, so I think on Tuesday and Saturday, and then Tuesday and then the comp. So I've got, what is it, 7 more sessions left now, so it's really not many. So I really need to start thinking about game plan and that sort of thing, and really sort of getting my head in the game. But it's exciting though, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously been a whole year since I last competed. Just buzzing to get back on the platform really. I think that's pretty much going to be the end of the video guys, because I haven't really got anything else to talk about. Body weight, I suppose, if you're interested in that, I'm around about 112 again, so I sort of dropped down a little bit, but I am trying to put that weight back on, but still trying to eat really clean, because I found that by eating really clean at the moment, my body's reacting really well from a sort of inflammation point of view, and I'm feeling sort of really good in my body at the moment, even though squats did kind of hurt a little bit today, but maybe I don't know, maybe I rushed warm-ups or something, I don't know, but squats weren't feeling great today, but I can't have a good session every session. But generally, yeah, diet and everything like that is all on point, so hopefully I can keep that up for the next 3 weeks and feel good going into this meet. Anyway, I am waffling way too much, so I'm going to wrap up the video. If you haven't subscribed already, it'd be great if you can do that. Maybe you're kind of new to powerlifting and you might want to watch the next sort of 3 weeks as I peak towards a competition. I've been chatting to a couple of guys on Instagram actually that are going to be competing in this competition, and they've said it's their first ever competition. So yeah, I'm always happy to give advice to sort of new lifters and everything, because the Tiverton competition is a really good meet for introducing new people into powerlifting. So I'm always open to questions and sort of, you know, how to sort of prep for a meet day and that sort of thing. So if you've got me on Instagram or in the comments down below, just drop me a message and I'm more than happy to help there. But yeah, subscribe at the same time while you're doing that. Please leave the video a like, and yeah, I'm still waffling, so I'm going to wrap up the video here guys. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.